Hey everybody, this is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's topic is self-employed versus business owner. Self-employed versus business owner. So if you want to check out some more of my free videos and also get a copy of my free book, check out roberthollis.com/free. And we'll get started just in a moment. So thank you, Mr. Zuckerberg, and all the employees of Facebook. Get this out to everyone, all my followers. If you're not a follower, make sure you are one. And hello, Bill Shoemaker. I appreciate you. Happy Craig. I love the way my mind works. Hey, Kai. Great to have you here. We'll get started just in one momento. Hey, my love. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you. You're so awesome. Hi, Carol. How are you? John Tier. Javi. Great to see you guys. Get started just here in a little bit. All right, Vernie. Yeah, now that Vernie's here, I can get started. So hello, everybody. My name is Robert Hollis, and I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day and everything's going great for you. Today's title is self-employed versus business owner. Now, when I first got involved in this industry, it was pretty amazing because, someone gave me a book, that was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I heard about this cash flow quadrant, but I really didn't understand it. So when you go from one quadrant, one of these four quadrants to another, it's pretty interesting because, a lot of us start out here as a business owner, and, we don't have any leverage. Everything that we do is us, right? So, if we don't show up, don't get 6 days, whatever, we don't make any money. And then when I got involved in home-based business or network marketing, used to be an auto mechanic, the next quadrant is self-employed. And I was one of those people, for whatever reason, that believed that I needed to be everything for everybody. Listen closely. So, I'm building my team. This is my people. This is my group, my everything. And so what I did is I was doing the presentations for my team. I was doing the trainings for my team. I was doing everything for my team. If the company did a corporate event, I was the person that went out there and made sure that everyone knew about it, that everyone got their tickets, that, promotion, edifier. I was also the person that, did everything. And one of the uniqueness about being a business owner or self-employed is that it's just like, having a small mom and pop grocery store, or having, a barber shop, or maybe in a position where you had your own dry cleaners. And one of the things about being self-employed is you'll find out that you're the one that's opening up. You're the first one there, and you're also the last person there. And a lot of people sometimes they make more money, have a little more freedom, but bottom line, here's how you know that you don't want to be in a place of self-employment, is that if you stop working, if you start doing anything, everything, then what happens is your group goes down. Your group actually does exactly what you do. So if you take a vacation, or you take off a week, or you just stop, promoting on your Facebook, stop promoting on your social media, what you do, you'll notice that your group will stop doing. That's when you know you're self-employed. And so in my previous companies, my mentor was really good at putting together everything. I mean, he had a company and had multiple, hundreds and hundreds of employees. So all I needed to do is, like an MDC, all I needed to do is just promote and edify. Just promote and edify Josh and Jenna, promote and edify their trainings, promote and edify the company events, promote and edify their presentation. They're doing the bookkeeping. They're doing everything, right? Here's the problem. If you're only self-employed, you'll have no people in your group that are making a full-time income. You might get to a full-time income, but that massive amount of people are just doing it part-time. And so when someone gave me Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and I realized that I really analyzed my organization, I was self-employed. If I stopped doing presentations, no one else in my group was doing them. And it really hit me hard, because even though you're an employee and you have no leverage, I was self-employed in network marketing and had no leverage. The one thing that you'll hear all the time is you'll hear, man, if I just could find some people that were motivated, in real traditional business, it's like good help is hard to find. And all of a sudden, I read this book and I found out what a business owner was. And what a business owner has is there's people in his organization or her organization that are going to do this business with or without them. Are you listening to me? I mentally, when my sponsor first brought me into this business, he didn't make any money, and neither did his upline, and neither did his sponsor upline. The person above that made a little more money, and they were all focused on selling product, selling product, selling product, selling product, selling product. And as I tell people, you don't know that you don't know. And so I went to a convention. In fact, one of my uplines said if I didn't go, that he wasn't going to work with me anymore. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So I go to this event and I meet people that are doing the business the total opposite of what I was doing. Are you listening to me? They're walking across stage and it's like, I just want to thank, my 8,000 people. I just want to thank my people that are, 25Ks. I want to thank my 50Ks. I want to thank my 100Ks. I want to thank my 250Ks. I want to thank my 500Ks. And I'm going like, what? And that's when it hit me. Of course, the guy that gave me the information, you want to make money? Yes, no? Well, what is this? You answer my question first. You want to make money? Yes, no? Yes. Great. I need to introduce you to my money person. I need to introduce you to the system, the company, the people that are running it. These are the people that have helped 20 people make over $1 million in commissions. Let me plug you in to that. Not me, into that. And when I got around that and I had a mentor that was a business owner, then all I needed to do was get excited and then edify and promote him and his system and get as many people as I could, as fast as I could in front of that system. Now, this is what happened that turned out to be a miracle for me, is all of a sudden there were people with different personality traits, different backgrounds. They were educated. They had degrees. They were salespeople. I was not a salesperson. So all of a sudden, these people had different personalities and different ways of doing the business, but they were learning from my mentor that was making $62,000 a month. And now I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do presentations. I don't have to manage a group. I don't have to do trainings. I don't have to do anything but get excited, dream about my future, and put people in front of that system. Here's when you know you're a business owner. If you did nothing, if you did nothing for a full month, if you did nothing for the next 2 months, nothing to do with the business continues to pay you. And in some cases, more than the month after. So when you think about this, Melody Riba does business very uniquely different than Aaron Parker. And they both do business very, very different and unique compared to Candace Bird Davis. And all three of them do business very different and unique than Thomas, Adam and his father, Esteban, Laszlo Kuhn, Shandor, Dobley, Judith, Vargas. All these leaders that I mentioned that are 100K, 250K, 500K, they do business because they're business owners. So here's an analogy that I want to give you guys so you really, really, really get this, all right? If you don't understand anything about real estate, there's a franchise out there called RE/MAX. Now, I know that all of you are very, very smart, and I want to help you with the paradigm shift. Change your personal philosophy, all right? So in RE/MAX, I want you to pick one of these people. First, you could be a customer. You can either purchase a home or sell your home. That's one person that's in the RE/MAX system. All right? So you got people that are going to purchase or sell a home. Number two, you're an agent. Agents assist customers in finding and buying a home or selling the home they have. Above that is a broker. You got to have a different license to be a broker. Now, you could be an agent, you could be a customer, but a broker focuses on getting a lot of agents underneath them. And the agents are independent. They need to make a living, and they're going to either be agents or they're not. So a broker's thought each and every day is consistently looking for the best agents. Are you hearing me? Now, they may be in an exchange to sell or buy a home, and they could even be a customer, but their number one focus is finding hungry, aggressive agents. Well, there's one step above that, really two. One step above that is being a RE/MAX franchise owner, a business owner. Now listen closely. The business owner buys a franchise for probably a few $1 million, has a territory, and listen to this. They don't have to have a license to sell real estate. They do not have to be a broker because they're a business owner. So now the business owner does something a little different. The business owner looks for brokers, brings in brokers. The brokers go get agents, and all the agents and the brokers sell property. Did you catch that? So now a franchise owner can make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and does that franchise owner have to be at the RE/MAX franchise? No. Do they have to sell or buy a home? No. Do they need to be an agent? No. Do they need to be a broker? No. And of course, I told you one level above that, which is the person that came up with the idea of a RE/MAX franchise. And he owns all the franchises, which have all the brokers, which has all the agents that do billions and billions and dollars of home sales. Now, when I thought of that, I thought, hey, every day, am I looking for a customer? Am I looking for a person that wants to buy and sell a home? Or am I looking for agents? Or am I looking for brokers? See, when you find, if you think about that, Candace Bird Davis is a broker. And she's now got other brokers underneath her. I'm so proud of Candace Bird Davis right now. It's amazing because Candace Bird Davis now is looking for business owners. Are you following this? Because what a lot of people are doing is a lot of people are just being either customers, or what they're doing is they're looking for other customers. So you can have good days, bad days, good weeks, bad weeks, good months, bad months, good years, bad years. Are you following me? Because when you're self-employed or employed, everything counts on you. Everything counts on you. When you start thinking like a business owner and you purposely, your philosophy is to go after people that may already be making $70,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $250,000. Yeah, I can go all the way up. You already find people that have work ethic. They worked on personal development. They have skills. They have drive. They know how to set goals. They know all of this. And now you're purposely going after that person and you're saying, hey, one of the people in our company makes over $1 million a month. We're 8 years old, be 9 years in November. We've done $500 million in sales. And over 20 people's already earned over $1 million in commissions. What? Yeah. Has a proven system, proven training system. All you got to do is become a great, great, great recruiter of people that want to make 6 figures plus. Oh. So do I make a post about Shield? You can. In fact, you can make a post about all 600 of our products, 900 of our products, 10 different brands. What I personally do is look for and find people that are sitting around right now that goes, you know what? I got to 100,000, but I want to get to 250. People that are sitting around, you know, I'm at 250, but I need to find a way to get to 300. See, when you're working with people that really are not motivated, they won't do what it takes for personal development. They won't work on their mindset. They don't understand that if it's to be, it's up to me. That they only need to do one thing, and that's change who they are, and they'll change everything in their life. So then all of a sudden, you don't realize it, but you're finding a bunch of victims. You're finding a lot of people that have excusitis. You're finding a lot of people that won't set goals. They're conformist. They're comfortable. They're complacent. They're not motivated. They really don't care to have anything. That is so damn hard to build a group out of quiet quitters. The people that will do the minimum. The people that you got to continue to sell every day. Don't you understand how incredible this company is? Don't you understand that this is your place to have flexibility and fun and freedom? Wouldn't you imagine that you could, I don't know. Sounds like work to me. See, when you find a person that wants to be a business owner, they eat it up, man. They eat it up. You say, hey, listen, first thing you got to do is contact your friends and family. They go, are you kidding me? I already did that. They think different. They're not worried about what other people think. Where can you find these? Of course, there's millions of them all over social media, and you can tell. You can tell the fakers and the posers from the real people. You can. If you take the time, you can. So you can spend your time trying to motivate the unmotivated and try to get the undreamers to dream, or you can find people that are looking for a vehicle. They're looking for MDC. They don't have a clue how big of a disruptor Josh Wagel is. They have no idea how much of MDC is uniquely different than all other home-based businesses and network marketing companies are. They don't have a clue, because no one's told them. So that's why I focus on getting people to look at this and then saying, hey, here's the theoretical example. What's your magic number? I need to make an extra $2,000. Let me show you how to do that. And now I help them contact their very, very best people. I don't want them to contact them. So then if I have an unmotivated person that on a scale to 1 to 10 is a 2, we're not judging. That's just who they are. They can be wonderful and great people, but I'm going to motivate and excite a 2 to introduce me to a 4. And then I'm going to work with that 4. And let's say that the 2 and the 4 stands for how much they make a year. So I'm going to work with a person that makes $20,000 a year to introduce me to someone that makes $40,000 a year. And then I'm going to work with that $40,000 person to help me introduce me to a person that makes 80. And then I'm going to work with that 80 to find someone that makes 6 figures plus. That's called taproting. So, business owners think and act different than self-employed people. And self-employed people act and think different than employed people. I could talk about the investor. You guys seen it on there. But investors are people that have a surplus of money, so they can invest in stuff so they can get their money working for them. So I hope this video helped you. I hoped it changed your mind. If you knew somebody that owned a RE/MAX franchise, maybe owns 2 or 3 of them, when they get up in the morning, are they looking for people that want to list their homes and sell their homes? Are they looking for clients? Are they looking for clients that want to buy a home? No. They're looking to buy another franchise. And that franchise, they're going to hire a manager, and they're going to hire the people within that franchise to support and recruit the best brokers they can find. And those brokers are going to find the best agents they can find. And the best agents are going to go out and find the best listings they can find. Gotcha? So start thinking a little higher, because if you don't, you'll stay the self-employed. So you're just, hey, you're the person, hey, do you want fries with that? You know, do you want fries with that? Could I cock you into maybe an apple pie? Raise your thinking, go after a different group of people, and watch how fast your business changes. You want to find people that are better than you. You want to find people that are way, way, way more successful than you. And people go, well, why would they talk to me? They don't want to talk to you. They just want to hear from you that they have someone they can talk to that makes them look like they're not making any money. Well, listen, I made $100,000 last year. Oh, really? My business partner, Robert Hollis, makes that a month. What? That's BS. No, I'll documentation beats conversation. Go take a look at his website. Are you serious? Yeah. Did you think that you're going to work with me? That's silly. You're working for yourself, but not by yourself. Have you guys ever heard of agents and brokers going from one place to another? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because a guy walks up or a girl walks up and says, yeah, I work with Century 21. I work with RE/MAX. I work with, there's so many of them out there. Oh, last year, our top person made $4 million last year. What? See, people that are money motivated and people that really want to make an impact, they look for things that could get them more results and more cash flow for doing the same thing they're doing already. They sell houses and they get agents and they help support agents everywhere they go. But if one place will pay them more than the other, they once it's documented, they're gone. And that's why right now MDC is pulling over so many leaders, so many celebrities. Man, I just seen that an LA Dodger baseball player just came on board. So you got the UFC fighters, then you got, Atlanta housewives coming on. The reason that they are is because they understand that there's money here. And what they do, they believe that they're worth the top dollar. Do you? So anyway, I love and appreciate you so much. Please share this video with people that are still focused on being an agent or being a broker, and they're not thinking about being a business owner or franchise owner. This will hopefully shift their paradigm a little bit, because if I'm going to reach out to people all day, every day that are strangers, and strangers to me are people that are not my friends yet, then I want to build associations with people that don't need my help. If they decide to do this, they're like, hey, thank you, see you later, wham. They just go. So I love and appreciate you, like I said. I'll see you on the next video, and if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. My mentors did that for me, and I'm a product of years of mentoring of people that did better than I did. So take care, God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. See you, Mike. See you, Sally, Mark, Ola, Dustin, Kai, Vernie, Ron Henley. Thank you, brother. Danielle. There we go. Take care of everybody. God bless. Thanks, Craig.